Hello, guys, Mac here, and today I'm going to talk about the Pegassi Osiris in GTA 5 and GTA Online, and also asking the question, should it have been a Grotti-made car? So, what I'm going to be talking about in this video is the Pegassi Osiris, and sort of the manufacturer of Grotti, and also just talking about my thoughts on it being a Pegassi vehicle. Now, if you don't know what Grotti is, they are a vehicle manufacturer in GTA 5 and GTA Online, and they're based off of the real-life Italian car manufacturer Ferrari. So they're based off of them, and they make a few cars in GTA 5 and GTA Online, like the Turismo R, the Cheetah, the Stinger, and the Stinger GT, and the Carbonazzer. So they have made quite a few vehicles in GTA 5 and GTA Online. Only one DLC vehicle, though, and that was, of course, the Turismo R. But recently, Rockstar has added the Pegassi Osiris, which kind of has gone overshadowed by the T20, the Progen T20, but it is still a pretty fun vehicle, and I do really like the vehicle. But the Pegassi Osiris, I was thinking about this recently, and I was thinking, why is the vehicle manufactured by Pegassi? Why isn't it made by, Grotti, or, a company like that? Because the Osiris isn't really based off of a Lamborghini at all. It's based off of mostly the Pagani Huayra, and it also has a bit of resemblance from the LaFerrari. So I was thinking, why is this vehicle a Pegassi, which of course Pegassi is based off of Lamborghini. And, their supercars are like the Infernus, Vaca, and the Zentorno. Now, the Zentorno was also added in the DLC in the High Life update, which is over a year ago now. And, it was a long time till we got the Osiris, which was the first supercar in about a year ever since the Zentorno. So it was a little weird to me that they were going to put it in the Pegassi class. I think most people that were looking at this vehicle, even before the vehicle came out, thought that it was going to be, a lot like the Turismo R, because it looks a lot like the Turismo R. Also, it reminds me of the Cheetah a little bit, but it doesn't really look like the Zentorno or the Vaca or the Infernus. It just doesn't look that similar. In my opinion, it looks a lot more like a Grotti, supercar, like the Turismo or like the Cheetah. And the Cheetah is my favorite supercar in the game. So, I think it would have been nice, because even then, now, since we got the T20 and the Osiris, the Turismo R, which was a pretty good supercar, honestly isn't on the pace as much. Like, you can still win with that vehicle, but it's not as good as it was before. It was pretty competitive with the Zentorno and the Entity, but now it really isn't, and even then, the Cheetah is a few seconds off the pace of the T20, the Osiris, Zentorno, Entity, and the Turismo. And honestly, I felt like it was a little weird that Rockstar would make this vehicle and put it as a Pegassi vehicle, because with Grotti, they haven't really been represented, in my opinion, that much. Because if you look at, the good supercars in the game, and even their, the other classes of cars they make, like the Carbonazzer, sure it has good speed, but the traction on that thing isn't all that great. And also the Stinger, and the Stinger GT, they just aren't that great, with the Sport Classics, and the Carbonazzer is not that great in the Sport class. You can compete with them, but they're just not on the same level as, the top vehicles in that class. So I feel like the Pegassi Osiris would have been pretty good if it was the Grotti Osiris. And at the same time, we have all these different, supercar manufacturers. We got Progen with T20, which, the Progen is kind of based off of McLaren. It's kind of hard to actually say, like, that's the, company that they try to make it. Just because they only have one car in the game, that's the T20, but of course the T20 is based off of the McLaren P1. So that would just make sense. Then you also have Pegassi, which is Lamborghini. You have Overflod, which I believe is Koenigsegg. Kind of weird how we haven't seen a vehicle from them, except for the Entity, which I really do like the Entity, but we haven't seen a vehicle from them at all, so we only have the Entity for Overflod. Then we also have Grotti, and you could even say maybe Trafod, which is based off Bugatti. They only have the Adder, and also I guess you could say Coil with the Voltic. Whenever it comes to Grotti, they don't really have the greatest competition. And I was just thinking, would it make more sense for Rockstar to have made this vehicle a Grotti car? I know it doesn't really affect the cars in the game. It really doesn't. It doesn't affect, how it would perform or anything. The only thing it could really affect is, the name of the vehicle, and it'd be called the Grotti Osiris. And, of course, the logo on the vehicle would be different. But I was just thinking about this. What do you guys think about this? Would you have liked the Pegassi Osiris to be in the Grotti car family instead of the Pegassi one. Because I don't want to make this video because also at the same time I kind of hope for a new Grotti car. It doesn't have to be a supercar. I just feel like I really like Grotti cars in the game, and I would really like a new Grotti car, because we have only gotten one in DLC, and there isn't really that many in the game at all anyways. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Hope you enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.